Hello, this is Shirleen's Healthy Kitchen, and we're going to make plant-based cashew cream cheese, and we're going to make pecan cashew cream cheese, so we're going to talk about it. To make the cream cheese, there are a lot of recipes out there, but this one's really easy. You just do, I use a magic bullet or a NutriBullet. You can use that. Some kind of blender that you could blend your pecans or your nuts in. But what you want to do is you want to first soak your nuts, whether they're pecans or cashews. I've made both here, and I'm going to talk about both of them. But the pecans, you want to soak them, both of them. Either way you soak them, drain the water off, okay? Then use your softened nuts, and you can soak them overnight. You can soak them 2 or 3 hours. Just soften them up. And then I blended a cup of nuts here with a half a cup of water, fresh water, a half a teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of lemon juice. And we're going to add 2 probiotic capsules. And this is what's going to ferment it and make it into cream cheese. I got this pre-blended because it's kind of noisy, but I'm going to finish it for you just for a second. It's almost finished. Just let that blend until it thickens up, and it'll thicken up really nicely. Actually, it's getting pretty thick right now. And what you want to do, it's really thick in there. And we're going to add our probiotics to this mixture. Yeah, that's really thick. You can see that it's very thick. It's very good too. Good just the way it is. But we're going to add these, and then we're going to let this set for about 2 days. You just dump them in there. Take the little, don't throw the little capsules in. You just want the powder. You want to just throw the little capsules away. I didn't get all that out. Sticking in there. Okay. Come out there, baby. Okay, and then we'll do this one. 2. Again, that's 1 cup of pecans or nuts. These happen to be cashews, but I made pecan this week. And like I said, I think you could do any kind of nut that you wanted to. I wouldn't do a lot of Brazil nuts because you'd be eating too much selenium, but other than that. And then I'm just going to blend this just very, very quickly. And then I'm going to finish it up by hand. It's already pretty thick in there, so you just blend it just enough to get it going. And kind of get that probiotic mixed up in there. And then, like I said, we're going to kind of do it by hand. Now, this, I'll show you what we're going to do. I'm going to take this all out. We don't want to lose any of that goodness. Well, waste not, want not, as Jill said in her video. I heard that all my life too, so I guess I believe that. And just stir this up because you want that probiotic really mixed up in there. And sometimes because this is so thick, you can see how thick it is, that it won't mix up in there as well. I like to stir it up really well. Get that out of my way. Then you're going to take a bowl, a small bowl, and I use a mesh strainer. I don't use a wire, but I don't like metal around probiotics. This should be a spatula, not metal. And you're going to, I'm getting that all over me. You're going to dump that right in here, and we're going to cover it, and then we're going to put it in a sort of a place where there's not a lot of drafts. It's not real cold. It's not real hot. You wouldn't want it in a really cold room with a lot of air conditioning or no heat. But just, you know, a normal, I don't know, it's nice out today. It's in the 60s or 70s. It's rainy, but I don't have any heat or air conditioning on. But if I turn the heat on, if it gets a little cooler, if I turn on the air, it'll be all right because I'm going to put this in a cupboard. And that's the best way to do it. I'll get that off of there later. You want to cover this up, and what it's going to do, it's going to drain out the tiniest bit of liquid into that bowl, and that's what you want. It doesn't have much liquid. It's already thick, and you're going to let this set. Put just a cup, nothing really heavy, just a cup, and then you're going to cover it. Keep all the drafts away. And you're going to let this set 1 to 2 days. You could eat it now in 24 hours, and you leave it out again, room temperature. And then I like it 48 hours. It will really thicken up, and you can get it right out of that cream cheese in 48 hours. It's just like it's like this thick. This was made a few days ago. So we're going to let this set. I'll set it later. And after it sets 24 hours or 24 or 48, I like 48, then you're going to put it in your little containers, whatever you want it in, and refrigerate it. These will be refrigerated. I've got little lids that go on them. I bought these little containers at Walmart, and I really like them for things like this because I make little individual things. So I'm going to talk about these. Now this is the pecan. It's a little darker because your pecans have that shell on them, you know, brown, but it tastes really good. This is the pecan. This is the cashew. And you can flavor these any way you want to. It's really endless. You can have sweet, you can have sour, not sour, but herby, like herbs, garlic, onion. I did, this end is apple pie spice jam. That's really good stuff. You'll have to Google to make it. I got a recipe off the internet, and I make it every now and then. But you could use strawberry jam, you can use blueberry jam, you could use apple jam, whatever you wanted in there. But this apple pie, you could take probably, you can find an apple jam, put a little cinnamon clove in it. You can kind of make an apple spice. And then I put a few chopped up pecans on top. So I just put the jam in. I spread the pecan cream cheese on there, put a little nuts on top. This one is the pecan cream cheese. And I stirred in a couple of sprinkles, I don't know, it was maybe a tablespoon, of dried minced onion. And then I put a little bit of dried parsley on top. You could do rosemary, you could use whatever herbs you wanted to. This one again is pecan. I had a lot of pecan. And I stirred in this 6 pepper flake. It's 6 peppers. Tones makes it. I really like this. It's kind of spicy. If you don't like spicy, maybe not, but I do. And so you stir that up in there. And then this one is tomato bruschetta. And then I put the cashew cream one, which the cashew cream is the lighter colored one. And I put chives. I get chives out of my garden. And I just take them. I've got them, you know, washed and dried, obviously. And I just cut them up in little pieces. I don't see my scissors where they are. Cut them up in little pieces on there. You can cut these up and dry them if you want, or mine grow. My chives grow all winter, all year. They just keep on growing. Anyway, put chives on there. So you've got those ready. And then another thing I do with these, I take these little flour tortillas. They're the little tiny ones. And I'll take just a little bit of either the cashew, this is cashew cream, just like you would cream cheese. Anything you can do with cream cheese, you can do with this, because it's just a nut-based cream cheese instead of a milk-based. No preservatives in it. It's going to keep, after your 24 hours, 48 hours, I mean, be sure you cover it in a bowl and refrigerate it. And it'll keep 6 or 7 days. I wouldn't want to keep it longer than that, because there are no preservatives in here. There's not anything that's going to keep it. But put some cream cheese on there. I've got a few strawberries I sliced, and I sliced these really thin, and I'm going to put a few of those on there. And not too many because they'll start sliding out, but you want them to be however many you want to eat. If it's messy, it's okay. Get you a plate, put it on a plate. I love strawberries and cream cheese anyway. Then I've got a few cashews here, cut up in little pieces. I'm going to put a few of those on there. That right there is a good little snack, people. It's a good little snack. Really good little snack. Can't eat and talk. But I hope you try these. Try them again with, you know, use blueberries and strawberries, and you could do peppers and onions kind of grilled up with your cashew cream on top and some kind of herb. Just whatever you can think of. And I like these especially because I make up little flavors and then put my lid on them and put them in the fridge. You could take those to work. I took some of this to work last week and everybody really loved them. So they don't eat plant-based, but they really, really did like them a lot. I just wanted to kind of test it out with some people. But there you go. You got some of your lunch ready right there. I hope you try these. If you are interested, join I have a group, Facebook group called Plant-Based Recipe Exchange. It's new. I'm getting ready to put files up in there and videos, so it's going to grow. I have another larger group called Whole Food Plant-Based Community Recipe Exchange. It's based just on whole food, and that's a big group. You can join that. You can PM me, give me your best email, and I'll add you to my newsletter, Healthy Based. It's Shirleen's Healthy Living. and we talk about toxic-free living, and you'll get my recipes. So just let me know how you like these, and I hope you do try them. Thank you.